vibrant city.
In the studio, Melissa is in the studio for Busan친구토크.
Hey!
Yo!
Nice.
What's up? How are you doing?
I'm proud of you for sticking
good,
to
eh?
the song. Yeah. See, week to week improvement. Maybe we can add a little more, lyrics next time.
Yeah,
something a little different.
Add in a rap there as well. Ride the beat.
I hope so.
Yeah.
If you add in a rap, I would be super impressed.
Ooh, that I have to actually make lyrics for it.
Yeah, you gotta practice that.
Right before the show. How are you doing, Melissa?
This morning when I woke up, I couldn't feel either of my arms.
Oh no! Can you feel them now?
Actually, my left one is still a tiny bit numb because I slept with my arms over my head. It's like my childhood sleeping position. And usually when I sleep with my arms above my head, because I sleep on my stomach, and then my arms are over my head on my pillow.
Oh, you sleep like this?
No, my arms are totally over my head on my pillow.
Yeah.
And then my face is like in the little air pocket between the pillow and the bed. Oh. Perfect sleeping position. But not when you get older, because my arms fell asleep and I was too tired to wake myself up. And then I woke up and then I couldn't feel either of my arms for like 2 hours. It's tingly and painful, and still my left one is slightly off. So I was like, wow, how to know when you're getting older. You sleep slightly weird and your body is angry for the whole day. Yeah. It's a little sad.
Your body is telling you to sleep the right way, which is head facing up. You're looking at the ceiling.
Yeah, on your back. But I mean, come on.
It's good for your back as well.
Nobody wants to sleep on your back.
I sleep
That's
like that all the time. I actually changed how I sleep, though.
Okay.
I used to sleep on my side all the time.
Right, because that's comfortable.
It's comfortable, but the doctors told me not to do that. If you have back problems,
because it kind of misaligns the spine.
And you're gonna be like this or like this, however you sleep, and so you gotta sleep the normal way
on your back.
The
normal way. My way is my normal way.
Oh. But isn't it suffocating though? Like whenever you have to switch your side, which side do you?
I have my face in the pillow. I said there's a little air pocket, right, between where the pillow and the mattress is.
Spa pillows that you go when you go to spas, you have that.
I don't know. It's whatever you buy at the grocery store.
Oh, really?
That's what I have.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How do you guys sleep? Well, today's
That's not our topic.
That's not our today. Yeah, that's not today's topic. 네, 오늘 주제는 뭔가요?
So, today, our topic is actually something that we've talked about before, David, but we should probably introduce our segment a little bit, right? So, in this segment, we always discuss seemingly mundane parts of the average Busan resident's life, and we break down the ridiculous controversies surrounding them, such as how you sleep, but that's not the topic for today.
No.
But of course, throughout this segment, we want to hear your views.
Yes, so if you're feel free to send in any messages. 네, 언제든지 문자 보내주세요. Your comments are highly appreciated, and it can help solve the mystery of these ridiculous issues once and for all, including my speech.
Yes.
So if you have 백원, send in your messages to pound 9050 샵 9050 or via KakaoTalk or YouTube live stream.
Yes. So we are really diving into a topic today that we just kind of brushed gently upon before. Brushing your teeth.
Ooh, I like how you did that.
Right?
Yeah.
Ooh, smooth. Because like with showering, when we talked about that, the Korean standard is so extra compared to the rest of the world, and I love it. So listeners, I want to know, how often do you brush your teeth? Also, what is your teeth brushing style? Don't leave anything out. Are we brushing before breakfast and then brushing again after breakfast, followed by flossing and mouthwash? Do we floss before we brush? Do you have a magic number for how many times you must rinse and spit? Because I heard that's a thing. So, if you've got a rule for this, I want to know.
My gosh, flossing though.
Yes. So let's start with how often are you brushing your teeth?
Okay.
And why? Like, what's the magic number for you, David?
You know, I used to brush only twice a day.
Okay. I love how you say only. Okay. Only twice a day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
People don't brush their teeth like how okay, well, let's get to that in a bit. When I was a kid growing up, I brushed twice a day max.
Okay.
Like once in the morning, once at night before going to sleep. Went to the dentist, they said nothing. They said my teeth were perfect.
Right.
Yeah, no cavities, no plaques or anything. But as I got older, I noticed that I can feel stuff, on my teeth.
Little
forming.
sweaters. Your teeth have sweaters.
Ew, yeah.
Yum.
Some
Plaque.
gunk and things building up. I'm like, ugh, I don't like that. So now I brush my teeth 2 to 3 times a day, depending on how much gunk is piled up in my teeth in the gums area, right?
Okay.
But yeah, in the morning, as soon as I wake up, after having my water routine and my juice intake, I brush my teeth.
Right after juice?
Right after juice, before eating.
But juice is acidic. I thought you're supposed to wait 30 minutes.
Huh?
Right? Because juice is acidic, and then you don't want to have toothpaste on top of something acidic, because isn't that bad for your enamel on your teeth?
Right after, meaning like within an hour.
Okay.
Like,
so you kind of follow the 30-minute rule.
Oh.
Is that a rule?
No.
Or is it just, have I been lied to as a child? It's possible.
Don't really keep those rules when it comes to brushing teeth. Do you brush your teeth like for 3 minutes? Do you have a timer?
I don't have a timer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I brush my teeth for quite a long time.
Oh, really?
Apparently.
Because I think the more you brush, I feel like the more you're kind of grinding the little bristles against your teeth. I feel like they're kind of losing the thickness.
Right. Yeah. So actually, one time I went to the dentist here and I needed to brush my teeth, and I was in there with another girl, and she literally just brushed her teeth for a minute. She spent more time spitting than she did on rinsing.
Ew.
So I was like, okay, maybe I'm doing this differently than most people. But okay. So you're doing 2 to 3 times brushing a day. Did your parents tell you, David, brush your teeth, brush your teeth?
They did up to a certain point in time where they didn't ask. I just did it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it started with maybe yelling, nagging. No.
I think with brushing my teeth, I never really had any trouble.
Okay. Because your teeth had sweaters and you didn't want your teeth to wear sweaters.
I only had sweaters on my teeth when I kind of moved out independent, like when I, in my 20s.
Oh, in your 20s you had teeth sweaters.
And I'm like, I should brush my teeth more than twice a day.
I'm recalling a time when you told me your crush turned you down.
Okay.
At that time, was it because you had teeth sweaters?
The thing about...
Is it related?
Okay,
is this what happened?
No.
Okay.
The thing about teeth sweaters is only I can tell if them teeth have sweaters or not, because I can feel it with my tongue.
Okay.
They can't tell.
They can't. If
I smile and be like, "Hey, you've got nice teeth sweaters," you can't tell.
You can't tell.
Yeah.
New question, listeners: can you tell if your friends have teeth sweaters? I'm very curious.
Teeth sweaters in Korean.
Because it's plaque. The actual medical word is plaque.
Plaque buildup.
Plaque buildup. So it's like that little layer. Like imagine you ate a sandwich with very soft bread, and then all the bread just got stuck.
네.
And then you didn't brush your teeth for 2 days.
치아 위에 있는 찌꺼기.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what they call that in Korean.
Yeah. Well...
Yeah.
So if you know, please send us a message. Let us.
Megan is like, stop feeling it. OMG. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Cheesehawk. Cheesehawk sounds like a name. Jack Kim named Cheesehawk.
Cheesehawk. That is maybe plaque.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a friend named something Hawk as well. It almost sounds like my friend's name. Yeah, Cheesehawk.
Well, if your friend's listening, he's going to be really happy that you compared him to a sweater on your teeth.
My bad.
But so this issue of brushing teeth, it's something in America my parents were not strict about at all.
Okay.
And so I'm wondering maybe if this is something that just Korean parents are strict about, or if it's like a generational thing, right? Like these days, newer parents are... I don't know. Because I was never told, go brush your teeth, go brush your teeth.
So we're on the same page here.
Yeah.
My parents never really kind of did that to me either. I think it might have to do with family, with records of maybe poor dental hygiene.
Yeah, maybe.
If you have a family history of bad teeth, bad cavities.
That's true.
Then, your dad or your mom will tell you, if you don't want, to get, silver or gold tooth, gold teeth or whatever, you have to brush your teeth.
We would talk about if you don't want dentures.
Yeah.
You have to brush your teeth.
That's going too far.
If you don't want to take your teeth out every night. Yeah.
Yeah.
But even though I was never reminded to brush my teeth, I loved eating toothpaste. Right?
What?
So, yeah, I loved eating toothpaste. So I'll never forget this one time.
PD, this
It's a thing.
This
Okay.
guest by the
Okay.
name of Melissa eats toothpaste.
It
This is 방송사고.
it was not just me. This one time in 3rd grade, a dentist came to school.
You used to.
I used to.
For how long?
Well, okay. So
몇 년 동안,
when
yeah.
this dentist came to school, they
Okay.
gave us all these little like toothpaste samples, like what you get, with the free toothbrush at the hotel. So myself and all my classmates, we promptly ate that toothpaste because it was the brand name stuff that is, it's so delicious. So we ate it deliciously. All of us. Everybody in my class, we ate that toothpaste deliciously.
Oh, like what?
It was good.
Like a sample amount?
This is a little sample amount.
Did you guys go- Delicious like that, or how was it? Was it like an accidental eating?
Oh,
or
it was not
like,
accidental.
let's
There
all
was-
eat toothpaste. Toothpaste.
We had it. We didn't have a toothbrush. It was delicious. We ate it like you would eat like a lollipop. You just squeeze it out and, lick
I think
it.
it's very harmful for you, though.
Well, okay. So, people I know in Korea, they are really worried about their kids swallowing toothpaste instead of spitting it out. And
It's
I told
toxic.
them. So I told them, I ate a lot of toothpaste as a kid, and I think I turned out okay.
Aina Zylanim also ate toothpaste.
See? It's delicious.
Can't believe it.
Right? You never ate toothpaste?
Never.
What?
My parents were, they told me when I was a kid, 이거 먹으면 안 돼.
Okay.
And then that's when I knew.
And you
it's-
listened?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess I was never maybe told that.
And it doesn't. I never really liked the taste of the toothpaste either. Maybe that's why.
No, come on.
I mean, there were-
치약 맛있어요.
there
Just
are-
like mint choco 맛있어요.
There's like 청포도 맛 as well. There's like berry flavored 치약.
See, that's not delicious. You need the
what?
mint flavored. Mint flavored 치약 맛있어요.
Well, which mint? There's spearmint, peppermint,
Any mint.
blue mint.
Spearmint, peppermint, any mint. It's delicious.
Would you eat it again now that you're old and wise? You're wise enough not to eat it. Would you still try it though?
If somebody said, I will give you money to eat this toothpaste, yes.
Please don't. It's not good for your body.
Yeah, I know. It's you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
But, anyway. I think it's delicious.
My gosh.
Yeah, if you don't think it's delicious, maybe you should go to the doctor. Check out your tongue. Maybe you have like a little taste bud problem.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Let's not talk about eating
Okay.
toothpaste anymore.
Okay.
It's grossing me out a little bit.
All right. So then you don't like mint choco.
I'm not a big fan of mincho. There's like a
okay.
mincho pa and
Yeah, there's
non-mincho
mincho
pa.
everything.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Okay, so this is why you don't like toothpaste.
No, 근데요, I can eat mincho ice cream. But
Okay,
I'm not
just the ice cream.
I'm not a fan of it.
Not a fan.
But
Okay.
I can still eat it if I have to. If that's the
If you
only
have
flavor that this ice cream shop had and I want to eat ice cream, okay, I could eat it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's not something you hate, but all right. So you brushed your teeth well as a child. I don't know. I feel like in the U.S., there's a lot of kids who are not brushing their teeth. Like, right? Like parents have to tell them. But I remember years ago in Korea, I had what was then called a baby class. The kids were like 4 years old. And I was really shocked. Every kid not only had their own toothbrush at school, but nobody thought having to brush their teeth. You just told them, like, chika chika hale? Nang! They did it so easily.
Yeah.
한국 애기 대박, right? It was like as if you're asking them, do you want a cookie? But you're asking, you want to brush your teeth? Nang! Like, no argument.
Yeah,
But
I mean, it's something they have to do.
But, my 미국 막내 오빠 never brushed his teeth as a kid. You ask him to do it, and it was like a whole big issue. And, now he has so many teeth problems. So he's the one, if you remember, he puts his ice cream in 전자레인지. That's him.
아, 맞다.
Yeah. Right?
맞다.
Yeah. So,
Interesting person.
That's what happens. Kids, if you don't brush your teeth, you will put your ice cream in 전자레인지 as well.
I'm sure now, because he's done so many interesting things in his life, he has no questions about anything. He's like, oh, I tried that. Yeah, done it when I was 6 years old.
I did that. Yeah,
I
maybe.
did that too.
Maybe.
I tried the toothpaste. I tried that flavor as well. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had. See, I'm kind of shocked still about eating toothpaste because Kim Joinim also said it's okay eating toothpaste.
Yeah.
But then
just a little bit.
JJ님 texted in saying, "What did you eat it for? 왜 먹었어요?"
For entertainment.
Curiosity?
Because everybody in my class was doing it. The usual
Peer pressure.
good reasons, as I do quote unquote good reasons. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops. But it was delicious. I would not have eaten it if I didn't think that the mint flavor was delicious.
Yeah.
Because the mint in the US is quite different from the mint flavor in Korea.
You think so?
I think so.
Are they lighter in terms of the strength of the menthol, so to say?
I think there's something about it. It tastes like sweeter.
Sweeter, like
It's
spearmint.
Yes, it's a spearmint.
Like the greenish spearmint.
Yeah, see, it's delicious.
I think I know what you mean by
It's
that.
tasty. Yeah, but I'm not saying you should eat toothpaste. Don't do that.
Right.
But
with regards to, we're talking about how kids are always good with brushing their teeth in Korea, I feel like a lot of North Americans chew gum after
Right.
lunch.
right.
Or just have a pop of mint candy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And I don't think they carry around their toothbrushes to their workplaces and
Yes.
brush their teeth in a
This-
public bathroom.
Right. This is not something that I have ever seen
Yeah.
in the US, in Canada, when I lived in Europe. I didn't see it there either.
It was a culture shock for me. I found that a lot of people here carry around their toothbrushes wherever they go.
Oh, yeah.
Even when they go shopping and they decided to eat at a shopping mall,
Yes.
they carry this toothbrush into the bathroom and start brushing their teeth.
Yeah. Totally common.
Totally normal.
Yeah, yeah, but that's something I don't carry a toothbrush around with me. Unless I had a lot of 양파 and cham sauce, something stuck in my teeth.
What's cham sauce?
What?
cham sauce가
David,
뭐예요? Pure
okay.
sauce?
It's kind of like a very gentle 간장. But if you go to the origogi restaurant,
Is it 참깨 sauce?
you have this with the 양파 floating in it.
Oh,
That-
okay, like
that
a
sauce.
mayo and
Mayo?
the white sauce with 양파.
What?
Wait.
There's no mayo.
Oh.
It's like a very gentle soy sauce, but you have the sliced onions, the 양파 in there.
Wow.
But it's made with it's boiled with pears and apples, so it's a little bit like a sweet, gentle taste.
Oh, that's called cham sauce.
Yeah. And it's delicious.
Okay, I thought you
And
just made
it's-
it up. My bad.
Okay, to give you credit, my Korean pronunciation is often terrible.
No.
So,
I think
okay.
cham sauce is right. I just never knew about it. My
See,
bad.
this is the great tragedy of Korean food. Things like bindae-duk and this sauce fly under the radar while bulgogi gets all the credit for everything.
And
It's
so,
terrible.
yeah, you do need to brush your teeth after that.
Yes,
Yeah.
right. And also floss, but you can I feel weird about flossing in the restaurant. But there's the little floss sticks, and then you just toothpick.
Actually-
and yeah.
Yeah, another thing about brushing your teeth in Korea, I don't see a whole lot of people flossing their teeth either.
Yeah, this is something that I'm very curious about. Is flossing not a thing? Is it not common? Because people just use toothpicks, and like you said, you see workers
Toothpicks.
after lunch brushing their teeth. So is it maybe not a common thing or a new thing maybe? Because you do see the floss sticks everywhere.
Yeah, I see it on e-commerce websites as well as
Okay.
internet shopping malls, and even if you go to Homedang or whatever,
Yes.
you can find it. But I don't see people flossing their teeth after they've brushed their teeth.
Is it because people do this before? My husband flosses before he brushes. And I was like, aren't you supposed to wait until after you brush? So you can get all like the leftover things that your toothbrush missed?
Then do you also gargle afterwards?
No.
Mouthwash
No, I don't.
to like kind of coat your teeth with
Because
the gargle.
the toothpaste has
Yeah.
more fluoride than the mouthwash.
My gosh, so scientific.
I don't.
Okay.
Also, I'm lazy. So
Yeah, it's
I
too many
don't.
steps,
It's
right?
too many steps. I do
Yeah.
the whole K-beauty skincare routine. I can't endure a multi-step toothbrushing system.
So
Yeah.
I have a question for all the listeners right now. Do you floss your teeth before or after brushing your teeth? We like to know, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know my parents, because they live in America, whenever they come visit Korea, they always come back with a box of floss for to give to me
Yes.
and also for them to use. And
Right.
after every time they brush their teeth, whether they're in the car or outside, out and about, they'll be flossing their teeth. So I think it's a
Even
very
out and about, they're flossing their teeth?
maybe in a corner somewhere. Like you can't see them. Like they're doing it
I
like a
can
ninja
imagine.
style.
They're like hiding
They're
in the
like this,
corner and
yeah.
they're flossing. Okay, that's
Yeah.
interesting. All right.
I think it's definitely a North American culture.
Okay.
in my opinion.
To be flossing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know. You know, when I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you're supposed to brush and then floss, but I went to a health check in like 2016,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't have a chance to brush my teeth beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
And the nurses were so disgusted. They sent in a special person to teach me how to brush my teeth. So what do I know?
Yeah.
I
okay.
have no good advice because I had to be taught to brush my
Okay,
teeth.
so before they taught you how to brush your teeth, how did you brush your teeth? I brushed my teeth like this before, like sideways.
Yeah, sideways. And you're supposed to go up and down.
You're supposed to, I learned how to do it properly.
But the
Yeah.
up and down, that is why I can't brush my teeth like too much. Like I don't do a brush after lunch because I got a receding gum line, which is 잇몸 퇴축. That's the actual word. 잇몸 퇴축, receding gum line.
퇴축.
Yes,
That's a
receding
interesting
gum
word.
line, like the gums, you know, the pink part above your
going
teeth,
away.
it goes up.
Okay.
And so, yeah, you're not like, yes, up and down, but you can't do it too much because then your gums go up
Right.
and not down.
And you're
Yeah.
gonna be damaging those gums, and they'll start be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it hurts," and they start going back and.
Yeah. And you actually have to pay a lot of money, I discovered, to put the caps because if your roots are exposed,
Oh no.
nice and painful.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
be very sensitive to
Hot and cold.
ice cream and things like
Yes.
that. Yeah.
Yes.
And
So-
also, yeah, I heard though, like, this is your upper teeth and this is your lower teeth. You're supposed to do like this and like that. You don't do this
really?
if you have the time.
If you have the time. I feel like if you do that,
Yeah.
then the toothpaste is going to go everywhere. It's going to go on your face. It's going to go in the sink. It's
You
going to go.
gotta brush your teeth with your mouth closed.
Okay.
You don't do that? Do you go?
I keep my mouth closed, but
Yeah.
I feel like if you're not going to hit both like upper and lower teeth when you brush, then you would need to like open a little bit, right?
Another, I think, culture difference,
Okay.
is using electric toothbrushes or not. Oh. I feel like electric toothbrushes are more popular in North America than here. Mm-hmm. I don't know anyone around me using electric toothbrushes.
Yeah, I don't use one.
Oh, you don't use one?
I don't. It seems like that's a great way to have a worse receding gum line, right? Because it's too strong. No,
I don't
I've
know.
never used one, so I have no idea.
I use it once a week.
Really?
Yeah.
Why
it
once a
really-
week? Because you enjoy your teeth sweaters, so you only use the electric toothbrush once
If
a
I
week.
use the electric toothbrush, I feel like I've gone to a dentist or something. And my
it's
whole
like
mouth.
scaling.
Yeah, my whole mouth has been scaled down. Or scaled up.
Scaled up. All the enamel is gone.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So to answer our question we asked before about flossing, I see Jack Kim Neem has said flossing is not common, but the floss stick is very useful. So then there's no reason to go to the dentist. Maybe there's still a reason to go to the dentist, but less reason.
Yeah, and
Right?
also
Less to scale off.
when you go to the dentist, they use these super high pressurized water floss that makes your gums bleed.
Yes.
And there are now, I guess, what do you call those consumer friendly home?
Right. It's supposed to be safe for home use.
Yeah, those.
But it's a little scary, for me anyways.
Okay, the sound is very scary.
Well, yeah, and just the idea, like, if I do this wrong,
Okay.
what happens to my tooth?
Or your tongue even.
Or,
I've imagined a scenario where I accidentally shoot in the wrong direction, and I'm like, oh, that just sounds terrifying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like inner cringing as you even mentioned that. Ugh. Yeah.
Jack
Okay.
Kim Nim saying it is too strong, noisy, not good to hear. But JJ Nim saying in Australia, a lot of their friends use, I guess, flossing.
Oh, okay.
So it's
and maybe
definitely,
the electric toothbrush too. Okay.
That too. Very different.
Interesting.
Very interesting topic
Okay.
today.
Yeah.
I like that.
So I guess anyway, if we've learned nothing else, also it's that in Korea, bring your toothbrush. And what I should have learned before my health check but didn't is if you ever don't have a toothbrush, ask somebody around you. Everybody has extras,
Like
especially
the
at
ones
the
they used.
dentist.
내 거 한 번
They
썼는데 here. Yeah.
The used toothbrush. That's
All
a
right.
little sad.
That's too much.
That's too much.
Yeah.
Maybe not that, but.
All
yes.
right. That's all the time we have for this controversial topic of toothbrushing and toothbrush culture between Korea and other worlds, other countries around the world
Worlds.
on
Do
planet Earth.
aliens brush their teeth? That is the next topic. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for coming in. We'll see you next week.
Yes, we'll see you next week.
All right. That was Melissa.